Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. In just a moment, I am headed out the door to check out the new movie, The Accountant 2. The Accountant 2 is directed by Gavin O'Connor, and it's starring Ben Affleck, Jon Bernthal, and Cynthia Adi Robinson. This movie tells the story of Christian Wolf, also known as the Accountant, a man who is specialized in not just accounting, but also in assassination. In this movie, he is trying to solve the murder of a friend of his, and he enlists the help of his brother, played by Jon Bernthal. This movie looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I am a fan of the first film. I think it's just a real fun little action movie. And when that film came out almost 10 freaking years ago, I was really hoping to see a sequel someday. I wasn't expecting to wait this long, but here we are. And also, guys, I am also really stoked because after this review, I also have the new Accountant 2 popcorn bucket from AMC. My friend over at AMC is going to be giving me one tonight when I get to the screening because I'm going to a special tax day screening of The Accountant 2. Here in the States, April 15th is a very non-special day for all of us because that's the day where we have to do the unthinkable and file our taxes. So to lighten the blow, I'm going to AMC to watch a movie about an accountant who goes around assassinating folks. So you know what? It is enough of me sitting here jibber-jabbering on because I've got to get to the old AMC to check out The Accountant 2. Welcome back, just getting home from The Accountant 2, and guys, I really enjoyed this movie. Dare I say I enjoyed it more than the first film? And of course, once I'm done with this review, I will be showing off the Accountant 2 popcorn bucket, the AMC exclusive popcorn bucket, mind you. I was able to get one from my buddy. They showed up and was able to get me that popcorn bucket. So once I'm done with this review, we will be checking that out. And let me tell you guys, if you're a fan of the first film, you're probably going to want to see this popcorn bucket. Alright, so let's get this thing started, shall we? Now, normally I do negatives and positives, but this time around I really don't have anything negative to say about the movie. Now, I think that there might be some people out there that might be turned off by the runtime a little bit. This movie does exceed the good old perfect 90-minute mark. It goes just over 2 hours. I want to say 2 hours, 3 minutes. And as I've said before in the past, if a movie can fill a long runtime, by all means, go for it. And in today's world, 2 hours is about the average for an action film such as this, so I honestly didn't think it was all that bad. I at no point in time found myself bored or felt like the movie was droning on or anything like that. Also, this is a Western action film, so yes, folks, be ready for the good old shaky cam. There isn't a lot of shaky cam. It's mostly just utilized in a lot of like running moments and all, just to kind of give a little intensity to the scene, but just to make you guys aware, yes, our good old friend shaky cam is back. But in today's world, I feel like if you're going and seeing a Western action film, you're probably going to see some shaky cam. But that being said, I know some folks are very sensitive to that. So let's move into all of those positives. The first thing I want to talk about is the chemistry between Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal. I thought it was outstanding. These two really came off like brothers, and their chemistry really helped this movie out a lot. One of the things I thought that was lacking from the first film was just a little bit of levity. Sure, there's a little bit of jokes and all, but there wasn't anything to really drive any type of jokes or some comedy in the film. Bringing the two brothers together opened up a whole big door of possibilities of fun, and I really enjoyed watching these two together. They had a sense that they were definitely family. They really had that chemistry, and and that vibe, and I thought it was great. This film also does bring in a bit more comedy than the first movie. Not enough that I would say this is an action comedy by any means. This film is still pretty goddamn brutal, but it does lighten it up just a little bit with a few more jokes. And to be perfectly honest, I think that it really helped this movie out a lot. I thought it made the movie a lot more entertaining and a lot more fun to watch our actors up on the screen in the first place. And it also helped soften the blow of who these people really are. Sure, you kind of have like a Robin Hood thing going on with the accountant, but John Bernthal's character is just a straight up killing machine. He is an assassin who will kill you, but just as much as he would look at you. And so it was nice to bring in some more personality to that character and make that character a lot more likable by making him, you know, a little bit more involved in the story in this film. Yes, he's in the first movie, but he's almost kind of the villain in the first movie, so it was kind of nice to see him come in and get to really see the dynamic between the two brothers. This story is also really good and intricate. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on in this movie. It handles some very touchy subjects in what I think was a really good way, showing not just the brutality of the situation that these folks are in, but also not making it look cartoonish. In some situations, the subject matter of this film can come off with either too much brutality that makes things seem a little too, you know, cartoonish, or not enough that makes the entire thing come off as just not there, not deep enough. But I feel like the movie takes this subject matter and hits it in just the right spot. The action sequences in this movie are outstanding. They are extremely well filmed, whether it's a hand-to-hand fight or a really awesome choreographed gunfight sequence. All of the action in this film is extremely meticulously done and extremely well filmed. The cinematography during the action sequences was on point. You get some really great shots and some really good wide open shots of the action. Like I said, yes, there's shaky cam, but there's not a lot of quick cuts and things of that sort. We do get to see a lot of the really cool hand-to-hand action in this movie. And there's some really, really awesome, just beat down, brutal fight sequences in this film. And I really enjoyed the way that they were able to capture those moments. And our actors also looked extremely convincing in those spots. You know, Ben Affleck's done action films before. He does a good job with them, and so does John Bernthal. He also brings another level of authentic fighting sequences to this film. All in all, guys, I have to say that this is an extremely fun film to get out there and check out in theaters. It comes out next week. It's an April 25th release film. Maybe you went and saw the special tax day release like I did, but most of you are going to have to wait till next week, unfortunately, to be able to check this movie out. But once it hits theaters, guys, this is a fun film to get out there, grab yourself some popcorn, get your buddies together, and just go see a really good action film. One more thing that I forgot to bring up too, this film does what a sequel is supposed to do. It widens up the lore, and it makes the film a much bigger. It also has a much higher stakes story attached to it. All in all, guys, I have to say again, solid film. Get out there, check this movie out August 25th when it is released in theaters worldwide. Well, at least nationwide. I shouldn't say worldwide. I can't speak for the rest of the world. But at this point, guys, this does end the actual movie review portion of this video. So now it's time to show off the cool old popcorn bucket. And you're probably sitting there wondering to yourself, what kind of popcorn bucket are we going to get from a movie franchise such as The Accountant? Is it a calculator? Is it a pocket protector? Or maybe an abacus? No, guys! It is the Airstream. Oh, one of my wires is attached there. It's the Airstream trailer that he lives in. Look at that, too. Isn't that freaking sweet? Not only is this cool. Whoop, we're gonna kind of, here we go. Blocking me, but whatever. This isn't about me at this point. Not only do you get to have the stylish and fantastic silver Airstream trailer, it is the trailer that he lives in The Accountant. And if you look here at the back, I don't know if you can see it or not. We'll try to get that in focus. The little license plate there, it says Accountant 2 on it. It is pretty cool. And of course, on the bottom here, it is the official licensing of AMC theaters, so you know where you got it. And guys, this thing is It's pretty goddamn solid, to be perfectly honest. It is one big hunk and chunk of plastic, which I really like. It's got some good durability to it. I mean, listen to that. I am smacking the hell out of this thing, and it's not leaving a mark, much like the original Airstream. You're going to get some miles out of this boy, I'll tell you what. Now, here's one thing, okay? Now, this did come in a bag, which I didn't leave it in the bag to open it up for the video because I was like, yeah, okay, bags opening up is not very exciting. So when you get it, it will come in a plastic bag. And this is something I noticed. This is the top here, and at least mine is like this. I don't know if all of them are going to be like this, but this top, you really got to put some effort into opening this thing. I had it open a minute ago. There we go. But yeah, there we are. It opens up. It does open. It is a tough one. It is a strong boy, which is nice because, you know, durability. Durability! That is the Airstream promise. So yes, you know, this is just cool, guys. Look at that. Isn't that neat right there? I just thought this was pretty slick when I saw it and I was handed this thing. So this is currently available to the best of my knowledge. Well, maybe it's not available at this moment. It's not embargo, let me put it that way, okay? This is probably not the first time you're seeing this thing, but it will be available when the film comes out, April 25th, next Friday, when this movie comes out. This is the popcorn bucket at AMC that you can pick up, and I think it's awesome. And guess the price, guys. Guess the price, huh? $50? $60? $1,000. No, folks, for the low price of $29.99, you too can own the Airstream trailer from the movie Accountant 2. Put it on your shelf, amaze your friends, show them all the neat stuff you got, and say, ha ha ha, did you get that limited collector's item when it was in theaters? I did. Alright guys, $29.99 to pick up this, and it does come with the popcorn. You don't just get the bucket, and no, they don't put the popcorn inside the bucket for you. It comes in a... Whoa, cat! Oh, we're not cutting that. I'm back. Sorry, I have a cat. He knocked my light off. Anyways, guys, $29.99. You can pick this up. You get a large popcorn with your purchase. They put it in its own separate bucket so it doesn't get all buttery and salty on the inside of your beautiful collector's item. And I have to say, that is actually a pretty dang good price if you ask me, considering it's only about maybe $15 more than an actual large popcorn, and you get this sick looking trailer. Now, in all honesty, do I wish the F-150 that pulls this trailer came with it? Yes. Just the F-150, the real F-150. I could use a new truck, okay? Just letting you know, AMC. You know, just throwing it out there. Now, I would like to state again, this is not like some kind of sponsorship or anything like that. I have a friend who works at AMC and hooks me up with these popcorn buckets. It's nothing like that. It's not a paid sponsorship unless you consider getting free popcorn buckets to show off on my channel as, you know, payment, which I guess it kind of is because I really dig these things. They're pretty cool. But yes, AMC is a Kansas City company. It was founded here, and it's still located here in Kansas City. Your giant, the biggest movie theater company in the world is located here in good old Kansas City. In fact, fun fact, I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but in my videos, I do go to the very first AMC ever. It's one of my regular spots. It's my personal favorite AMC, too. But I do go to the absolutely first AMC in the world. One of these days, I'll point it out in one of my reviews. Well, okay, guys, there you have it. Not only a fun and successful film, but also cool merchandising. It's merchandising. It's Spaceballs, the trailer, the Airstream trailer. Already Accountant 2, the Airstream trailer. I messed up the joke, but you know, you get the gist of it. Well, alright guys, thanks again for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so you know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.